What is happening, guys? Reflex here with a brand new video, and today we will be doing competitive team setups for Ardennes Forest. This map is a total it's just total B control in my eyes, but also, you know, if they go to A, I've got some really good setups to show you guys for that as well. But we're gonna go ahead and start off on the B side, and let's get straight into it. So let's go ahead and start off on defense on the B side. I like to have my teammates set up in B first, like in the first couple rounds, just because B is the more common bomb to go to. But what you want to do is have one person go up on top of this. I call it top castle. Some people call it top pyramid, but I call it top castle. But go up here and then use this little head glitch right here. It's really important for this guy to nade over first. Maybe nade this guy pushing up right there, and then he's also going to need to watch that little doorway right there. So that's the first guy, and the second guy is going to go ahead and push in through here, and he's going to kind of lay down right here and just kind of watch the middle, make sure they don't push through. The third dude is actually going to be the one nading over middle and maybe even pushing up on this head glitch. This is a bit predictable, so you have to be careful. I wouldn't just sit on this head glitch like this. I would just kind of like chill out and kind of peek it occasionally like this. Just make sure they don't push your guys through the middle, and as soon as they do, you can just call it out for the teammate sitting in the middle, and he can easily pick them up. Now, the job of the fourth guy is to just kind of sit back and play his life as best as possible, because he's sitting back on this head glitch, and he's calling out all the guys pushing into B. So the guy that is top castle just kind of needs to just take it easy. I wouldn't really challenge super hard. Even though you do have a nasty little head glitch and you kind of have height advantage, I wouldn't play it too aggressive, simply because once they get you killed up here, that's a great confidence booster for them. So they're gonna, as soon as they get you up here, they're gonna push in. So I just kind of play it slow up there, and the other guy's gonna sit back here on this head glitch, and you really just have pretty much complete control of B. For them to be able to break this, it's actually gonna be really, really difficult. Alright, for defending A, what I always like to do is I like to have a teammate come up right up onto these, like, I guess you could say, like, bunkers. I don't know what you can call this. I used to call this logs back in the beginning of the game. But come over here and have an AR and just kind of look over towards their bunker and towards like the outer field area and just call out the crosses and stuff. And the second guy you kind of want to have set up in here with an AR, and he's going to be able to easily pick off the people running across this way, trying to make their way into the river and push around A. Make sure he has an AR, and sometimes if you want to, if you've got either just great confidence or you're just feeling good with your shot that day, you can push up right here and just kind of pick them off, crossing in that way a lot closer. One thing you have to be careful of is the people pushing up right here, but if you have a guy right here beneath the logs, he should be able to look over and pick off this dude, so that shouldn't be really shouldn't be a problem. And then of course you're going to want one in the middle over here, just kind of watching throughout the middle. And the fourth one, his job is kind of, I guess you could say, making sure they don't make the B rotation, but also making sure they don't push into the river. So he can just kind of chill back here on this rock, but as soon as you guys get a call out really that there might be a rotation, he's going to kind of be the guy that can easily run as fast as he can over to B and try to stop them from planning. So when we're pushing B on offense, it's always really important when you're pushing up right here to go ahead and nade over the castle. What this is going to do is this is going to slow them down and hopefully stop them from getting into the top, the B area like I showed you earlier. And then what I like to do when getting control of B is have one teammate kind of push out of here as fast as he can, and he has to be careful of this little gunfight in this doorway. Someone's going to be running out of here, so let him know, be like, yo, be ready for a gunfight right there. Now the second guy usually is the dude who naded over. You're gonna push up straight to this like pole and use this as like cover, and then the third guy is hopefully gonna come up into the back and sit on this little head glitch in the back and kind of get your cover as best as he can. And then you're gonna kind of want to run up and challenge this dude up at the top of the castle or pyramid or whatever you really call it, and get that pick. And now as soon as you get that pick up here, what I like to make sure not to do is don't challenge this guy that's going to be at the very, very back of the tank, because sometimes they have one sit back there with a sniper or an AR. So once you get this guy, I usually just come back right here and I get control of B and just kind of just get the bomb down and then go ahead and do my own setup. And the fourth guy always, which is really important on this map, like I said on the last side, he's going to be you're going to want this guy to like just kind of watch the middle. And I usually have somebody right here, or I sit right here myself, and just kind of make sure they don't push through the middle right here. You can play a bit closer if you want, and maybe even lay down. Just try not to get picked over here, because this is such an important role for making sure they don't push through the middle, and your main goal is calling out big time for your team. So if you're really not playing middle correctly on this map, it can really cost you rounds. Now, if we are pushing A on offense, what I like to do, personally, I like to push right through the bunker as fast as I can, and I like to go ahead and hug like the right side of the building, so kind of like this. Just run over here and run to the side of the rock right here. And now what you want is a teammate to nade over onto the logs, and what that's going to do is that's going to get that guy hurt in there, and maybe you might be able to pick him off right here. But one thing you really have to be careful about is the guy that's going to be sitting right here. This is the main concern. This dude will either sit back here and watch right here, or he'll be sitting like right here watching it right there. And you really just, as soon as you maybe get this pick, the main concern is this dude right in this alley right here. But what you want more than anything is you're going to want your teammate in the back to be pushing up with you onto A, so just in case you do get killed, the teammate behind you can easily get the trade right, just right here. So that's like the first route you're gonna push. The second guy is gonna just go like this. This is the guy that's gonna be nading over. He's gonna nade the logs and then maybe just sit back on this back head glitch with an AR. Now, when you guys are doing this, you have one guy set up right here, one guy playing aggressive right there. The third one I like to have wrap all the way right through here as fast as he can with a sub, and then he's able to pick this guy off right in here. If you don't get him with a sub over here, or if you don't hit him with a nade, so he can easily just push up and pick this guy. And his main objective is getting back here and getting full control of the A cabin. To me, this is just a really important role. He just needs to get to the back right here and pretty much just watch this spawn area as well. What I do is I don't usually just sit on this head glitch like this, just because if they have an FG or something, they can just melt you really easily. I'll just lay down right here, but the only concern really is your teammates. They need to make sure they have cover, because if he does get on this little head glitch, you might be able to pick him off. But I mean, as long as you're not a completely shitty player, you should just easily be able to pop up and get the pick. Now, of course, the fourth guy, like I've told you in the past rounds, this guy is going to need to watch middle. Except the big difference on this map is he's going to have to watch fire cut. So this dude, I actually would recommend following up the first guy into bunker, and he's just going to kind of go like this, and he can even watch through fire cut right there. If he wants, he can actually push through here, and I would just kind of lay down right here. And this stops them from trying to get the cutoff right through there. And also, you can go to the back like this and just do it like this, but sometimes they can run through fire cut really quickly and you really don't have that good of a shot. And also, you're just going to have to watch the back, because if they're kind of stupid, they're just going to try to make a flank, but your main goal is, just stopping the middle rush and stopping the flank. Right, guys, I hope you enjoy. These are the setups that I use for this map when playing 4v4s. These can also work in 3v3s and maybe even in 2v2s, depending on what you can do with it. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely give these little routes and spots a try. They work really well if you execute them properly. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Reflex, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hey, thanks for watching the video, guys. Go ahead and drop a like for me if you enjoyed. Also, stay connected with the channel and hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.